Kingfishers are a family of small to medium-sized, brightly colored birds in the order Coraciiformes. They have a cosmopolitan distribution, with most species found in the tropical regions of Africa, Asia, and Oceania. All kingfishers have large heads, long, sharp, pointed bills, short legs, and stubby tails, and most species have bright plumage with only small differences between the sexes. While kingfishers are usually thought to live near rivers and eat fish, many species live away from water and eat small invertebrates. With 114 species of kingfishers known to us, keep watching this video as we are counting down the 10 of the most beautiful kingfishers in the world. Ranging from the Red Sea across southern Asia to Polynesia, the collared kingfisher can grow around 22 to 29 centimeters, 9 to 11 inches. In appearance, it varies from blue to green above, while the underparts can be white or buff, but females tend to be greener than the males. There is a white collar around the neck, giving the birds its name, while some may have a white or buff stripe over the eye, while others have a white spot between the eye and bill. As for its diet, small crabs are the favored food in coastal regions, but a wide variety of other animals are eaten, including insects, worms, snails, shrimps, frogs, lizards, small fish, and sometimes other small birds as well. The bird perches almost motionless for long periods, waiting for prey, and when it spots something, it glides down to catch it, and then flies back to the perch where larger items are pounded against the branch to subdue them. Any indigestible remains are regurgitated as pellets. Found in lowland tropical forests of Southeast Asia, the banded kingfisher is a 20 centimeters, 7.9 inches long, with a sturdy red bill and a short crest which is slowly raised and lowered. It shows striking sexual dimorphism compared to most of its relatives, where the adult male has a chestnut forehead, cheeks and nape, and a bright blue cap. The rest of the upper parts, wings and tail, are black with blue bands. The adult female is equally striking, with black and rufous banded upper parts, and white underparts with some black bars on the chest and flanks. Unlike most kingfishers, it does not need pools or streams in its territory, as the banded kingfisher hunts large insects and occasionally small lizards, usually taken in the trees, but sometimes from the ground. This species is uncommon but widespread in much of its range, but it is rare in Java, very rare in Sumatra, and extinct in Singapore. Also known as the Maclay's or blue kingfisher, the forest kingfisher is a predominantly blue and white bird. It is found in Indonesia, New Guinea, and coastal eastern and northern Australia and Singapore, where it mostly hunts invertebrates, small frogs and lizards. Measuring 21 to 25 centimeters, 8.5 to 10 inches, the forest kingfisher has blue wings, head and tail, while the breast, abdomen and nape are white. It also has a white patch in front of the eyes and a black band stretching from the bill, through the eyes and to the ear coverts, along with a white patch on the wings in flight. The female is distinguished by a blue rather than white nape. The green kingfisher is a resident breeding bird, which occurs from southern Texas in the United States, south through Central and South America to central Argentina. With the typical kingfisher shape, with a short tail and long bill, the green kingfisher can grow up to 20 centimeters, 8 inches. It is oily green above, with white markings on the wings and tail, and a white collar around the neck. Males have white underparts apart from a broad chestnut breastband and some green spotting on the flanks, while the females have buff white underparts with 2 green chest bands. These birds are often seen perched on a low shaded branch close to water before plunging in head first after fish. Found in Southeast Asia, the Rufous-collared Kingfisher can grow up to 22 to 25 centimeters, 8 to 10 inches in length. This species is mostly blue-green above, with yellow spots on its back along with a green crown and a black eye mask. Despite its name, Rufous-collared Kingfisher, some do not have the rufous breastband. Instead, those individuals have rufous underparts overall. As its natural habitats are subtropical or tropical moist lowland forest and subtropical or tropical moist montane forest, deforestation has caused this beautiful kingfisher to be considered as near threatened. The grey-headed kingfisher has a wide distribution from the Cape Verde Islands, off the northwest coast of Africa to South Africa. With long, red, sharp beak, this bird grows up to 21 centimeters, 8 inches where the head is pale grey. Mantle and back is black, rump, wings and tail are blue, and underparts are chestnut. As a dry country kingfisher, the grey-headed kingfisher not aquatic. It usually perches on a branch, not moving for long periods while watching the ground for signs of insects or small lizards, bobbing head before diving on prey. This species migrates at night and is often killed by flying into obstacles such as buildings, towers and power lines. The African pygmy kingfisher is a small insectivorous kingfisher found in the Afrotropics, mostly in woodland habitats. It is a very small kingfisher with rufous underparts and a blue back extending down to the tail. Measuring around 12 centimeters, 4.7 inches in length, this bird has dark blue crown that separates it from the African dwarf kingfisher, while the smaller size and violet wash on the ear coverts distinguish it from the similar malachite kingfisher. The African pygmy kingfisher's diet consists of insects like grasshoppers, praying mantis, worms, spiders, crickets, dragonflies, cockroaches and moths. However, they also take small frogs, geckos, lizards that are easily their length, and even occasionally small crabs. Ranging across the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia, the blue-eared kingfisher is found mainly in dense shaded forests where it hunts in small streams. Averaging around 16 centimeters, 6 inches long, this kingfisher is almost identical to the common kingfisher, but it is distinguished by the blue ear coverts, darker and more intense cobalt blue upperparts with richer rufous underparts. They usually perch on branches overhanging densely shaded streams before diving below to capture prey that includes crustaceans, dragonfly larvae and fish. Other insects, including grasshoppers and mantids, have also been recorded. The Oriental Dwarf Kingfisher, also known as the black-backed kingfisher or three-toed kingfisher, is endemic across much of the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia. It is the most brightly colored and the smallest of all kingfisher species, measuring only 13 to 14 centimeters, between 5 to 5.5 inches in length, including bill and tail. It is easily recognized by its bright blue crown with a violet wash along on the sides of its otherwise orange head. The upper plumage is bluish-black with glossy blue lines, while the throat is white with bright orange-colored lines in the bottom. Like other kingfisher species, the Oriental Dwarf Kingfisher hunts from a perch. However, instead of fish, it mainly feeds on insects, as well as small lizards or frogs if the opportunity arises. The Buff-breasted Paradise Kingfisher is native to Australia and New Guinea, where it migrates in November from New Guinea to its breeding grounds in the rainforest of North Queensland, Australia. Like all paradise kingfishers, this bird has colourful plumage with a red bill, buff breast, and distinctive long tail streamers. An adult male is 35 centimeters, 14 inches in length, including the tail feathers, which extend 13 centimeters, 5.1 inches beyond the rest of the tail. However, the tail feathers are often damaged towards the end of the breeding season, most likely from entering and leaving the burrow and regrow before the next mating season. The buff-breasted Paradise Kingfisher hunts on the ground and from the foliage in the middle to lower levels of the forest canopy, where it feeds on phasmids, earthworms, beetles, insect larvae, spiders, skinks and small frogs, and it also has been observed holding a small tortoise.